So, you've been hearing about Bitcoin in the news for a few years now. What is it? Bitcoin is a currency built on top of a technology called blockchain, which uses advanced cryptography to create a sort of encrypted file system of interconnected computers containing transactions, a decentralized ledger. Many of the concepts of which were researched by the US government. Each time one file is removed, changed, or edited from the system, it is logged on the entire network. Then the network is updated with the new information. And if any information is added when it isn't supposed to be, then the network can verify that the information is false and it will be rejected. This secure decentralized system allows Bitcoin to essentially be a scarce asset like gold, with the means of production capable of being had by its users, and due to its maximum total quantity being limited to 21 million. Currently, about 90% of which has been mined. And yes, you can buy as low as a few dollars to acquire a few hundred Satoshis worth of Bitcoin. And some of you may be asking, what is Bitcoin backed by? What gives it any value? If you can invent new money, what makes it special? Bitcoin is mined from people running programs on computers and using the processing power to complete difficult mathematical calculations to produce more Bitcoin. This causes miners to have to use their electricity and large volumes of it to mine the increasingly difficult to gather currency. So at the bare minimum, it is worth the cost of the electricity used to make it. And to people who cite Bitcoin's wastefulness as a con, it is an argument that is not faulting the right system. It should be targeted towards the power grid itself. And if said Bitcoin were made using a green power grid, then the Bitcoin created using that grid is green. Bitcoin at the current point of time can be seen exhibiting the qualities of a property, currency, and a store of value, while not necessarily conforming to any of them. While the price swings in the space currently only allow for Bitcoin to be seen as a viable composite of all three in the long term and not the short term. Its short-term utility for a trader would be in trading its price swings, or selling during highs and buying during the lows, the latter of which is just a good investment strategy regardless. If you wanted to send money to your friend or family member in another country, it would be much harder to turn your dollars into a foreign currency for a percentage in fees, and then pay to have it wired to another country so your friend can then go somewhere to receive the money. With cryptocurrency, one scan of a barcode and the money would be sent. No one would have to go anywhere. In the long term, holding Bitcoin and constantly increasing the amount of your position, also known as dollar cost averaging, will most likely be the best strategy for a long-term growth of a Bitcoin investment. What is blockchain? My favorite way to explain blockchain is by equating it with a large bunch of interconnected filing cabinets. And when a change happens with one file in one cabinet, then all the files get changed in all the cabinets. A blockchain is the internet version of that concept and the backbone of most cryptocurrencies. And there are several thousand cryptocurrencies. Some are just clones of Bitcoin with no actual function. Others are innovative pieces of software that will one day revolutionize the world. And in fact, there are some who already have. Etherium. After the creation of Bitcoin and its white paper, many people saw an opportunity to create easy money, and others saw an opportunity to advance technology. One of the technologists, Villa Buterin, who at the age of 21 was inspired to create Etherium as a blockchain platform that other applications could be built on top of, like the internet in a way. Ethereum is currently the #2 cryptocurrency after Bitcoin. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency that has been getting a lot of publicity over the past crypto bull run. And that's because while Bitcoin was groundbreaking and letting anyone send money to anyone else from their crypto wallet, no matter their location, Ethereum took the basic principle and built a network that not only allows the transfer of currency as Ether, but it also allows users to create smart contracts and decentralized applications. Smart contracts are digital agreements that allow users to make deals between each other that are enforceable through the Ethereum blockchain. So now you can make a deal with someone for something digitally, such as an asset for money. And when the money is sent, the asset is transferred. Simple. Decentralized applications are platforms that require no input from a single entity and are sometimes owned by the users. Ethereum has given rise to a number of projects that are built into its network, many of which have been buzzing around the media lately. NFTs and decentralized finance. NFTs are essentially items that are digitized on the blockchain and can be transferred just as easily as a crypto token. NFTs can range from still images, short videos, animations, and even more complicated concepts like owning an asset that has a utility in a digital space, be it a race car or racehorse, a weapon or armor item for a fighting game, or any other item or feature that can be utilized in a digital environment. Some of the most popular Ethereum NFTs this year were NBA Top Shot, CryptoPunks, and the Bored Ape Yacht Club. as well as many others. These are simply the first wave of many new and innovative technologies. Imagine watching a NASCAR race where all the cars are owned totally or partially by fans. How much more interesting would it be to know that the car you purchased some small part of is going to pay you a portion of its winnings? Or maybe a sport where part of players' contracts are owned by the fans. And as the player does better, so too do those people who invested in them. NFTs can open the door to never before conceived of ways of owning things. Partial ownership of real estate, wine, art, maybe even businesses one day. A lot of these are in use currently or are being developed. Taking things that were previously only possible by high net worth individuals and making it more accessible to the common person. The functionality of NFTs will only grow as time passes, and the reason these types of services are being called Web 3.0 is because it's fairly similar to the internet before it was fleshed out as we know it today, which is currently called Web 2.0. But just like the early days of the internet, it's a place filled with early adopters, entrepreneurs, visionaries, and futurists, and scammers. Like usual, do your research into any investment in the cryptocurrency, NFTs, and everything else mentioned in this video before making any financial decisions. With so many applications being developed, the future of this space is unbelievable. And the market is not even being fully tapped. And the amount of growth coming from this space in the near future is definitely something to watch. I'm going to end this video here and make a part 2 discussing non-fungible tokens, decentralized finance, smart contracts, and decentralized applications more in depth. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please send a like, a subscribe, or a comment my way. All three if you're feeling generous. It really helps the channel. And tick the little bell to get alerted for all future videos. Thanks for watching. I've been Nigel, and it's been good. See you next time.